Everybody loves Beyonce, and you know the Kardashians gotta get in on that. So some picture and memes and comments that I've seen come up a lot on social media this week is this right here. Giving you baby mama drama, honey. Okay. I titled this How to Keep It Real Without Losing Yourself because I think that's very important. My dad was in the military, so I had the opportunity to grow up in a diverse background. But I remember having to learn at a really young age that God doesn't make mistakes. God made you and he doesn't make mistakes, right? So what I fear with Kylie Jenner and the Kardashians, but we're talking about Kylie here with this painted look, like she literally looks like Beyonce, and that's not really, her. It's the cosmetics, it's spray tan and whatever nips and tucks and makeup and all of this stuff. Now, this is less just about bashing Kylie for being this, that, or the other. I don't really understand it. I don't understand the need to go so far to look like somebody other than yourself. I don't understand that. Especially a whole nother culture and race as it is. I don't know if people just think it's cool. Is being African American just cool because it's swaggy, it's in, our music, our braids, our door knocker earrings. Like, is it just how we get down that makes people want to adopt our mannerisms? It's totally a conversation of cultural appropriation. Like, what parts of this do you want and why? So it's like you want the flavor, but I'm not understanding what the deal is. So anyway, if you guys are just tuning in, I am Jamie Alexander. You can subscribe to my page, and if you like my vibe, then keep watching my videos. But I like to try to put a positive spin on everything that we see. We have enough gossip going on, so we gossip a little bit, but then we get to the nitty gritty of why, the layers and levels of, why things are happening and the way people act and react and how it affects us. So my number one thing when I saw this picture was thinking like, man, I fear for the younger generation that are looking at this girl as goals. If you don't look like Beyonce, don't paint yourself, it's one thing to get hair, like have fun with hair, do this, do that. I get it. But just to go so far as to have multiple surgery, and all these things, I don't know what's going on right now. I keep saying that because I don't understand why everything that I look at looks the same. It's the same contour, it's the same lips, it's the same eye makeup, it's the same high ponytail, it's the same tan skin, it's the same. I think everybody looks the damn same. And I think that's the opposite of what God had in mind. I remember being in middle school and feeling sad about being flat-chested. Like, the girls were starting to have boobs, and I was in middle school, and I'm like, I don't have boobs. Like, and I didn't want to be, I had a teacher, she didn't really have big boobs, and I was like, I am not going to be like that teacher. And I kind of realized then, as I grew and, I'm happy with what I'm working with now, but the whole point is I was looking to someone else I was looking at someone else like, hey, I want to look like that. I want to be like that. So at a very young age, I had to get used to it and tell myself, Jamie, God doesn't make mistakes. That was my mantra. God doesn't make mistakes. And when you think about God, he's created the universe. Whether you believe in God or not, you were still made the way you were made. You're a combination of your parents, whoever had sex that night, and this is what it is. What scares me is this is so loud with the Kylie Jenner look, the Kim Kardashian thing. I mean, their lips are getting bigger, their waists are getting smaller, their butts are getting bigger. It's just weird. And we're teaching our girls that this is what you need to look like to be famous, successful, happy, married, and all of these other things that are very, very false. And I really want to sit here today in no makeup. Okay, my eyebrows are on and I do have some lashes, but I just want to sit here today as me and tell you don't need to do all that. You have my second point was not only does God made you, so be you, because God doesn't make mistakes, but don't just be yourself. Embrace it. Embrace the heck out of it. I find beauty in so many people. Sometimes it's your eyes. You know, sometimes it's your smile, sometimes it's your height, it's your long arms, it's your legs, it's your personality, it's your hair, it's your swag, it's your lips, it's your freckles, it's the way your nose moves when you say certain words, it's your eye. Like, you guys, the way we're made, we have so many beautiful features of our own. Stop trying to chop yours up to look like someone else. Because I get it, like, they're big. They're like iconic at this point with the billions that they're bringing in. You got makeup lines, not knocking them for all that, but we need to come on back down to reality. There's nothing wrong with reality, and be happy with what we have and just accentuate who we are, because that is what's most important. I don't... My number 3 point to all of this was know the difference in what is being put up for entertainment, what is being put up for sales and marketing, what is being put up to push an agenda, what is being put up to entertain, and so on and so forth. And be able to differentiate and go home and go ahead and be you. Just because you're seeing this behavior or look and whatever is going on, it doesn't mean you need to emulate it and take it home. You can look at it and be like, wow, okay, I like that lipstick. I like that outfit. Oh, that hair looks great, or whatever. And still be able to know the difference and separate, and not be like, oh, I have to have that hair. I have to have that makeup. I need that so I can look like this. We gotta shift that a little bit. So I'm really hoping that, ladies, you feel confident and comfortable in who you are. Please don't let the narrative of the media right now tell you you need to be someone else. You don't need to be darker. You don't, and it's so weird because it's like, we've got, there's a whole talk about the Black women in Africa who indulge in skin whitening creams. And it's so, looked down upon, as it should be, because again, it goes both ways. It's not just Kylie Jenner. I'm just looking at her like, all right, this is who we're seeing on our timeline all the time. But, there's a real thing where people want to be and look different than who they are. And I just want you to remember these 3 things. That God made you, he makes no mistakes. Embrace who you are and know the difference between entertainment and who you are. That is going to cut down on the majority of our mental health issues that are going on these days. People are depressed. Younger kids who, are heavier or have bigger eyes or a big nose or smaller lips or whiter skin or darker skin are being told by the outside that they need to put their get their nose done, get those lip fillers. Girl, you ain't got no lips. So my mama don't got no lips either, and I look just like her. She beautiful, and so am I. But these beautiful blue eyes, these beautiful green eyes, or my ability to we got to get over looks anyway. Do you have the ability to put a smile on somebody's face? Are you kind? Are you empathetic? Are you compassionate? Are you working on healing your wounds? Do you know what I'm saying? Are you open to loving people that look different than you? Are you pursuing purpose? There are so many other things that we could be doing besides looking in the mirror trying to look like Kylie Jenner, who's trying to look like Beyonce. Somebody put something up. Is this Kylie Jenner dressed up as Khloe Kardashian, dressed up as Beyonce or something like that? Y'all are crazy. The internet is undefeated. But hopefully you got something out of this. Just a little word of encouragement. Again, this is not to bash Kylie. If you want to nip, tuck, spray tan, chop, screw, hair, whatever you want to do, play dress up with your life, it is your life. But I don't want any women and girls who are not in that space to feel the need to measure up to something that's not real. She could be a sweet girl, but she ain't real. Giving you all this baby mama drama, honey, like you just biting off of some swaggy stuff you done seen on TV. Like, there's a difference. I hate to look at it, but somebody put this organic versus GMO. It's terrible, but this is the age we live in, and it's the truth, and we have to face it head on in order to keep ourselves separated from the chaos. Please go home, look in your mirror, and be happy with what's there. You don't need to be praised and worshiped for looking all like whatever, especially if you bought it, and especially if you're killing yourself to get the money, to get your waist trimmed down, to get your booty in fluid. Y'all, I promise you, it is not that serious. That is not what matters in the long run. So I think I drilled the nail in the head long enough. I just kind of wanted to put that out there. I hope people are feeling confident. Guys, I used to have braids, wear glasses, like, skinny. I was taller than all the boys. And you know what I did? I grew up and modeled. My tall, skinny butt found use for what God gave me. It was a blessing to be flat chested, because women with bigger boobs find out they struggled more in the modeling industry. Those sample pieces weren't fitting those women. Okay. So you just got to walk in what you got and be proud of that. Please. That is your gift to the world, is to be proud of who you are and what you have. You can put on lashes, like, you know, you can enhance yourself, playing makeup, throw on a wig, like I said, dress up. It's fine to have fun, but to hide behind a completely different identity is pretty strange. And it's where we're all at. And I just don't want you to feel the need to dive into that, because I'd much rather see your beautiful face as is. Nothing is more beautiful than a person who's smiling anyway. So be happy and be joyful with who you are and where you're at, because it's bomb. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll come back at you soon. Peace.